My name's Jay, and I'm a principal consultant here at eMatter. Here are a few tips to help you really stand out from the crowd and secure that dream role. So, as everyone has probably noticed, we're currently operating in a really saturated job market. Contrary to a couple of years ago, where there were a lot more jobs on the market and every engineer was getting 3 or 4 offers to pick from when they got to that final offer stage. The tables have now really turned from that time. The job market is a lot more competitive. There's definitely a lot more job seekers now than there are jobs on the market. So my first tip is to work on your LinkedIn. You can have a good CV, that's obviously really important, but LinkedIn is where you present yourself. My tips for LinkedIn are quite simple. It's to have, of course, your list of jobs, and underneath each job is have a short description of your responsibilities and what you achieved in that position. Also be conscious to have a list of tech that you use. If you are an expert in functional programming in Scala, for example, listing libraries like CATS or Zio will make it a lot easier for recruiters like myself to find your profile through those keywords. A key point to add on to the end of that is to not spam with keywords. If you only touched on a technology briefly, probably would have mentioned it in your profile. Tip number 2 is to show your enthusiasm for your craft. What I mean by this is contribute to open source libraries, speak at conferences, be an evangelist for a certain technology within your organisation. Honestly, not something that everyone has time for. If you do take time to do this and show a real passion for your craft, then it will really make you stand out from the crowd and make you that exceptional developer. My third tip would be to pick a niche and stick with it. Companies really like it when you have very specific knowledge on a subject rather than very general knowledge. It can be technology focused, so again, an example for a Scala developer is you could choose to focus on functional programming and go down the CATS Zio route, or you could choose to focus on the reactive light bend architecture, work with technologies like Akka. But it doesn't have to be technology. You could focus on a specific industry, so you could focus on fintech or payments, green energy, and become a real expert in that sector. I hope these tips are helpful. If you'd like any more advice, please feel free to reach me on LinkedIn.